He wanted opinions of the fans, and I can't believe Tommy Force attacked him there before this match earlier this evening. Is there going to be hell to pay by Chio Frost and Tommy Force? We see, though, at the end of that, Chio Frost was challenging Tommy Force. He wants revenge, I know that for sure, and we're going to see, I think it's going to be a match, as we see the Canadian superstar himself, the Canadian shooter, Tommy Force, coming down the ring. I can't believe what he did to Chio Frost. I don't know what's going on. I think Chio Frost is going to be very, very angry. This may end up being a bloodbath or a war instead of a wrestling match.
Tommy Force, the tough Canadian, there is no limit to what he will do to gain an advantage in the contest. And as you saw, Chio Frost just wanted to come out, say hello to the fans, thank them for their support. And Tommy Force wanted to take advantage of that, attacking Chio Frost. I don't know what kind of condition Chio Frost is going to be in for the balance of this contest, but Tommy Force is looking to do some damage. No doubt in my mind about that.
Now Tommy Force, he likes to call himself Mr. Main Event. He thinks he's the best thing here in DTW, and you know what? With his win record, he may very well be the best thing in DTW. He is undefeated, has never been pinned, never submitted here in Damn That's Wrestling, and he's putting that undefeated streak on the line against one of DTW's most popular and biggest superstars in Chio Frost.
This should be a very interesting contest if Chio Frost wasn't injured too much earlier. Tommy Force, that was what he was looking to do, but you have to understand, Tommy Force is a mat technician. He likes to stretch his opponent. He might have been trying to do some damage to make his submission to wrestling a little bit more effective tonight.
Now we hear the music of the very popular Chio Frost. This man has been all over the country and singing on the biggest names. And right now, he may have his toughest test to date as he takes on the undefeated Canadian Tommy Force. But instead of going in the ring, this match starts right off the bat, outside the ring. As we see Chio Frost pulling Tommy Force outside, running him headfirst in the ring apron. Now again, whips through the ropes, goes to the clothesline. Tommy Force ducks instead. High back body drop by Chio Frost. Tommy Force is trying to get outside the ring, trying to change momentum, slow down the pace of this match, trying to make it more his pace. As we wait, well, maybe not. Maybe Tommy Force had enough of Chio Frost. Doesn't care about his win-loss record, and he's leaving. We see Chio Frost following him back to the locker room and basically stopping him from going and leaving his building. Instead, he wants to dish out more punishment for the attack he did earlier.
Chio Frost didn't waste any time in going after Tommy Force at the opening of this match. He wants to go out there and prove that Tommy Force was wrong in getting him mad. And Chio Frost has the ability to do that. It would also be a tremendous feather in his cap to be the first one to put a defeat in the win-loss record here of Tommy Force in DTW.
As referee Jimmy Clydesdale takes control of this match, we see Tommy Force working over Chio Frost. Chio Frost did the cardinal mistake. He took his eyes off his opponent as he tried to roll into the ring. Tommy Force took advantage of it, kicked him a couple times, and now is hitting him with a beautiful open hand punch to the, closed hand punch, but instead reversal, went for an Irish whip, kicks to the gut, a knee to the gut. Nice swinging neck breaker by the Canadian Tommy Force.
I have to give credit where credit is due. Tommy Force is very innovative inside that ring. He can adjust his style as the match goes along to play to what he sees to be his opponent's weaknesses.
Tommy Force, he is a rule breaker, but he has an unusual style for a rule breaker. He is very technical, like most Canadians in this professional wrestling business. He knows what he's doing. As we went for a clothesline over the head, a standard belly-to-belly suplex gets the cover. 1, 2. Chio Frost, 2.5 on Chio Frost. I think he might have caught Tommy Force off guard with that belly-to-belly suplex. But like I said, Tommy Force is a very technical wrestler. He knows a lot about mixed martial arts. He's actually a practitioner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. As we see him whip Chio Frost in the ring, goes for the kick. Chio Frost turns him around, hits him with a clothesline. Nice back elbow. And now Chio Frost is in control, hitting him with a punch to the head. Nice European uppercut.
Chio Frost definitely is going to use his weight advantage to the best of his ability during this contest, and that's going to take its toll on Tommy Force if Tommy Force lets it.
We see a much larger Chio Frost, the veteran knows, charging into the corner. Tommy Force instead hits him with a back elbow. Cuts into the top turnbuckle. He's on the very top. Dace jumps off. Beautiful missile drop kick by Tommy Force.
There's no doubting the abilities of Tommy Force inside that square circle. He is well trained. He practices his craft. He knows what he's doing inside that ring, and we're seeing that here against Chio Frost.
Snapmare takedown, drops him hard on the ring. He kicked him, he does a grazing blow to the back of the head. And he made up for it with a drop kick to the back where the neck meets the spine, trying to go down. Goes for cover 1-2, only get a 2 count by Tommy Force. He did a drop kick to the base of the spine where the neck meets the back, trying to basically dislocate the spinal cord from Chio Frost's body.
Well, you can actually give somebody a stinger at that point, make it hard for them to react. They actually become paralyzed for a moment, and I think that's what Tommy Force was looking to do on Chio Frost.
As we see, Chio Frost, he caught Tommy Force, almost lost him, but he had the presence of mind to hit a variation of a power slam on the Chio Frost, but he only got a 2 count. Maybe if he would have hit it full force, no pun intended, on the Tommy, he would have got a 3 count. Instead, he only got a 2 count as he drops a elbow smash to the forehead, between the eyes actually, of Tommy Force.
Nice move on the part of Chio Frost there, dropping that elbow onto the forehead of Tommy Force. And one thing you'll notice in this contest, Chio Frost, although he is the bulkier of the two individuals, he also has the ability to move like a much lighter man.
He is a very fast individual for a man his size, but we see the experience of Tommy Force give Chio Frost a knife edge chop. There's a number 2 in the corner. Over the head, open hand chop. Tommy Force now, he took his eye again. Just he made a cardinal mistake. Took his eye off his opponent. And now we're seeing a receipt done by Chio Frost on the Tommy Force.
Chio Frost paying back in time for what Tommy Force did to him a little bit earlier. Chio Frost is not somebody in that ring that you want to turn your back away from and let him get the advantage back.
Backhand chop by Chio Frost, runs to the rope. Drop kick, a low drop kick by Chio Frost as Tommy Force was sitting on the ring. Was for cover 1, 2 count only. Man, this is a back and forth contest. I don't really know who has the advantage so far in this match, but I think right now the advantage that's happening at this very moment, Chio Frost. But then as soon as I talk, Tommy Force comes back with a couple shots to the chest on the Chio Frost. He's gonna whip him to the ropes. No, Chio Frost reverses. Goes for a clothesline. Does a leg trip into a clothesline variation. Goes for cover 1, 2 count only.
Tommy Force failed to hook the leg on that cover. That gave Chio Frost the ability to kick out of the cover and remain in this contest. Tommy Force is going to have to go back and make sure that he's dotting his I's, crossing his T's, and keeping his head in this match all the way, and not let the fans get to him like it seems they're doing right now.
The fans chanting USA. They're distracting Tommy Force. That is allowing Chio to get some air, to get his thoughts back as he rolls up with a schoolboy. Goes for cover 1, 2 count. Schoolboy by Chio Frost. But Tommy Force has the presence of mind to do a front snap kick to the gut and another open hand chop.
Tommy Force is absolutely dangerous with those chops. There's not even a question about that.
We see now this mixed martial arts as he's trying to throw that forearm and that elbow to the eye, trying to bust open Chio Frost with an elbow to the forehead to the eye. Basically, I guess he's hoping if he does bust them open, Chio Frost will not be able to see, and the loss of blood would counter. But we see a fisherman buster by Tommy Force on the Chio Frost, raking that forearm across as he goes for the cover, but 2 count only.
Well, Tommy Force released the leg as they were going over in that hold, so it wasn't actually a pin he was after, but he was just letting Chio Frost know that, hey, you might be bigger, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I can still handle you.
As we see Tommy Force picking up Chio Frost by his shirt, throws him outside the ring. I think Tommy Force himself must need a breather or something, because he's allowing Chio Frost to get his thoughts and everything as he goes out. But this, I guess, maybe Tommy hurt me. He's working on Chio outside, trying to keep him from getting his presence aware. You know, I don't know why it is, but I see Tommy Force's match always seem to go outside here in DTW, Frankie G.
Well, Tommy Force knows very well that there is no countouts here in DTW, and he's going to take advantage of that. Being out on the outside gives him a little bit of an advantage, and he's going to press that advantage any chance he gets.
There's also a battle as both wrestlers chopping each other. They are beating each other. Tommy Force's chest looks like raw hamburger meat right now, and he drives Tommy Force's head into our timekeeper's table.
These two are going after each other like the titles were on the line, but they want that pride that comes with the win over their opponent. Like I said, Chio Frost would love nothing more than to be the first one to defeat Tommy Force here in DTW.
Not only that pride, but in professional wrestling, the winner makes more than in the loser will. This is not professional boxing where we're guaranteed $20 million win, lose, or draw. In professional wrestling, the winner makes more money, and I bet both wrestlers want that pocketbook, that big large sum that comes with getting a W in the win column. As we see Chio Frost hits Tommy Force with a belly-to-back suplex, driving him down with both of their weight.
You're absolutely right about the money portion of that. Both of these competitors want to come out with the winner's purse. They don't want to get those losers' purse.
Chio Frost only getting a 2 count. I think he's a bit frustrated. He does not know what he has to do to finish Tommy Force. I think he's thinking he needs a big hold, a big time something, maybe even his finisher, because Tommy Force is not something that can be pinned lightly. He's going up for, what does he go? A pile driver? He's trying to lift up Tommy. Tommy, though, sweeps out the legs to a double leg takedown. Goes for an STF, cross-face over. This hold was actually invented by Luthez, but it was perfected by Masahiro Chono. As we see, Tommy Force, he's studying the tapes of other professional wrestlers. As the technician that he is, has a beautiful STF, step over crossface on the Chio Frost.
Chio Frost is doing all he can here to make his way to the rope, grab that rope, and force the referee to break this hold.
The fans chanting USA, trying to get behind Chio Frost. Very popular here in DTW. And I guess they don't want the Canadian to win. They don't like Tommy Force. Even it doesn't matter where he's from, to be honest with you. He's a nasty individual, and the fans, they pick up on that as we see Chio Frost finally got the bottom rope to break the match.
Tommy Force is one of those individuals that I even avoid back in the locker room. The less I have to deal with him, the better and happier I am, because you're right, he is just a nasty, nasty individual.
He is taunting Chio Frost as Chio Frost is suffering from the barrage of the step over crossface, the STF. He's taunting him. Instead of pounding, he's adding insult instead of injury, but now it looks like he's adding insult to injury by choking Chio Frost over that second turnbuckle.
This is a situation where Tommy Force becomes much more dangerous because he gets very calculating. He knows he has the advantage. He's just going to do what he has to maintain the advantage, at the same time try to take away the will to fight from his opponent.
Snap suplex with a float over, goes for the cover, 2 count only. Tommy Force is a very fast individual. I know that for a fact, but he's more sudden than just continuously fast. He seems methodical, and then all of a sudden comes on with a burst of speed that is better than any cruiserweight. Maybe that's why Tommy Force, who is a little bit bigger than most cruiserweights, is actually bigger. He's bigger than a lot of heavyweights. That's maybe why he has an advantage, where he's able to do these flying and these fast maneuvers, because he can pace himself. As we see, though, Chio Frost back in control, going for a double open hand chop across Tommy Force's chest.
Tommy Force is one of those individuals who does his best to keep his energy level at as high as he can during the course of the match. He works to conserve energy, so when he needs it, he has the power to do what he wants.
A flatliner. 1, 2. Is Tommy Force? I thought Tommy Force's winning streak was over as Chio Frost hits the flatliner, but Tommy Force got his foot over that bottom rope. Smart ring positioning by Tommy Force, knowing to have the presence of mind and know where he is at all times inside that squared circle. As we see, Chio Frost goes for a big body slam, dropping Tommy Force all the way down to the ring. Now Chio Frost is gone to the top turnbuckle. Is he going to hit a big splash? Is he going to hit a moonsault? Maybe a senton? The bigger man trying to use his advantage, but Tommy Force, Chio Frost took too much time, and Tommy Force took advantage of it, hitting Chio in the face and the stomach, and now he looks like he's going up for himself. Looks like maybe for a super play off the second turnbuckle. And no, you see Chio Frost grabbing onto that top rope, keeping Tommy Force from hitting that super play, and now punching him down, knocking him down to the ring apron. Chio Frost on that second top rope, misses the big leg drop.
Chio Frost is learning very quickly in this match, so he can't waste time. If he sees an opening, he has to take it, because there you saw he delayed. Tommy Force able to roll out. Chio Frost hit nothing on the mat.
Again, instead he goes himself for the STF. He goes for the Regal stretch. He is stretching him as a step over into a nice little arm bar behind. He has the leg hook. He's working on the carotid artery. He's working on the shoulder. He's working on the knee joint. There is 3 points of exertion here by Tommy Force trying to take out and injure Chio Frost.
From this position, it's going to be very hard for Chio Frost to be able to make his way to the ropes to break this hold. He's just going to have to do what he can to persevere and stay in and not have to give up the battle.
We see Tommy Force relentlessly putting pressure on the Chio Frost. If Chio Frost does not give up soon, this may cost him his career here in DTW and in professional wrestling.
You're absolutely right about this. Getting caught in a hold like this is going to put so much strain on the ligaments that they can cause permanent damage.
He can tear an ACL out in the rear collateral ligament in the knee. He can take out his... Wait, there's a submission. Chio Frost, I can't believe it. The pain was too much. Chio Frost.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner by submission, the Canadian shooter, Tommy Force.
Chio Frost could take no more. Maybe, like I said, he saw his career threatening by staying in that hold and decided that discretion is the better part of valor, trying to end this match to maybe keep himself in professional wrestling. Tommy Force still undefeated here in DTW. I wonder how much that earlier barrage by Tommy Force on the Chio Frost as he was out here, how much that pain played into effect here in this match. Chio Frost, he has nothing to be upset about. He gave it his all. It was just Tommy Force locking on that Regal stretch and causing severe damage to Chio Frost. I think I would give up a long time ago. It's a miracle that he was able to stay in that so long, showing the toughness as Tommy Force still undefeated here in DTW.
You're absolutely right about that, Jaden. Tommy Force able to keep the streak going here tonight, keeping his win-loss record absolutely perfect in the win column. Chio Frost bearing the brunt, and now Tommy Force adding again insult to injury, pounding on the back of Chio Frost.
I don't think we've seen the last of this match. I know for a fact these two will be fighting someday in the future. And right now, Tommy Force came out the victor. Who knows what's going to happen next time or what's going to happen? I guess Tommy Force, though, is showing why he's the king here in DTW. Undefeated. Tommy Force, this is why he thinks he deserves to be in the main event. This is why he thinks he is the very best wrestler here in DTW. And hopefully, in the future, Tommy Force will be getting a shot at some upcoming DTW gold.
You're absolutely right about that. Tommy Force has put himself right in line for whatever DTW decides that they want to crown a champion. Tommy Force wants to be there in the thick of that battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, DTW is sponsored by Biddick Auto Lines, located on Delsey Drive and Chestnut Avenue in Bridgeton, New Jersey, and now Turnersville, New Jersey. We're also brought to you by Sparkle Clean Car Wash, 2611 South Main Road. There's also L&M Tax Service, which is right here, 649 in Landis Avenue, right here in Vineland. Special thanks to all media communications that made DTW a success. Doesn't matter what's in the newspaper, the internet, the radio, anything in the world. Thank you for all the things here for making this show, this second anniversary show, a success. Now let's go to a commercial here. DTW, we're all over the world, we're all over the internet, as we see Chio Frost taking this little bow, taking the appreciation of this match for his fans and everything like that. Let's see on the internet a commercial where you can check out DTW action.